Drop some bombs.
God.
A pigeon doesn't tell an eagle how to fly. Drop the bomb.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your girl, Nicole KIrkland, and welcome to our 13th episode of Krew KiKi. This is an unfiltered conversation between artists and friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Today, we have a choreographer that has worked with all of your favorite artists. He's worked with Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, freaking J-Lo. He's worked with everybody. And he's also created such an iconic and unique style of choreography. Today, we have Hollywood. All right, look who we got in the house. We got Hollywood here.
What's up?
Oh my God. Okay, so right away, of course, you have to tell us where we can find you. You know, all the good
You
social
can
media
find
stuff.
me in my house during this quarantine.
Right, for real.
No, you can find me on youtube.com/Hollywood Movement. Instagram.com/AY Hollywood.
That's Instagram.com.
Facebook.com/AY Hollywood. Yeah.
Yes, you have a Facebook page.
I do.
Those are really actually
Yeah.
really poppin'. People don't even know about it anymore.
No, they are. I mean,
It's still like the #1 social media.
it is, but I just kind of I'm stuck on Instagram, so.
Yeah. Well, you can't post. You can't even post dance videos on Facebook because it gets
No.
all copyrighted.
Yep.
Stupid.
It gets taken down.
Oh my God. Okay, so every guest that comes on, we had a little drink. What did we have today?
Today, people, I have Merlot.
Merlot, classic Merlot. I have some pink Moscato because you guys know this is the only wine I drink. Cheers. Thank you for being on the show during this.
Thank you
quarantine
for
season.
having me. I needed it. I was literally craving.
I know. Have you been doing going to the park or anything?
Well, I take my dog out to walk, go around the block.
Oh, your dog.
But
You can't do anything. You just be sitting in the house.
the type of interaction that I'm used to, it's, what I have to do now is not as fulfilling as me, engaging.
Of course. We don't do anything.
Being around people.
Talking on FaceTime is not, as close.
I mean, I needed this
connection.
break from people, if
Right.
you know what I mean. But now I'm kind of craving it right back.
Right. Oh my God. Okay, so me and you have been friends for a while. I always kind of like to get a little backstory. But I personally feel like we got really close when we were in Thailand.
Yes.
We had a nice little moment in Thailand with Asia Camp, right?
Take me back.
Yes. Oh my God. You had all your friends
That was
there
fun.
too.
Yeah,
That
it was
really
fun.
I remember the drag show we watched.
Yes.
I was like, this is.
Are you gonna
tell?
Are you gonna tell them about the ping pong? I'm like, are we allowed to talk about
Of
this?
course, we can talk about everything.
God.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let me
wait.
hold on.
Yes, let's take a sip to that. Holy shit. Bro, Thailand. You guys, if any of you have been to Thailand or heard anybody that's gone to Thailand, you probably have heard this story. But we were walking. What street was? Do we remember the street name?
We were on Patong Beach Avenue or something like that.
Yes, and there's a nice street. It's super entertainment. It's like
a
everything.
whole bunch of tourists. That's where
Bars,
if you go to
games.
fuck it, right? Fuck it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck
Phuket,
it, Phuket.
Fuck it.
Phuket.
I thought you were saying fuck it like, oh, fuck it. Can I curse? Phuket.
Ladies and
It's
gentlemen,
pronounced Phuket.
English is my second language. Understand this. Yo sé mucho español, pero algunas veces.
Oh my God. Okay, it's
But
called
yeah.
Phuket.
Yes,
That's the
Phuket.
city
Ladies
of
and gentlemen.
Thailand.
Phucket. At least I can spell this shit.
English wise as
Okay.
fucking.
Fuck that. But
That's
okay, so
funny.
we're there. We decided, we're like, yo, let's go
Yeah,
out.
we went out. Mhm.
It was just full of tourists.
Full
it
of
was
tourists.
fun. It was hot, August.
Yes. Oh my God. And we're walking.
And then was it a lady?
It was
a
a
girl?
lady holding a sign, I believe, and it was like sexy. It
Ping
said
pong
sexy
show.
ping pong show. And we're like, what is this? I'm like, I heard about it.
We heard about it. We heard a lot of oh, you should go see the ping pong show.
Just like it's going to the movies. Go see the ping pong show. It's a good one.
But then she goes, okay, follow me. And then I was like, I'm from New York. So if someone says follow me, you got to think two things. you either going to get some exclusive stuff.
Right.
Or they're going to go and rob you and do some stuff since you're a tourist.
And on top of it, they take us into this weird alley.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I
away
mean.
from
Yeah,
civilization.
yes. I was like, ooh, something's not right. But I was with 4 or 5 people, so I was like, fuck it.
Like, if we all got robbed, we're in it
We
together.
go in there.
We go in there. We go up these stairs. It was the stairs or something.
Yes.
And they're like, no pictures, nothing like that.
No pictures, no cell phones.
And you have to buy some drinks. And we're like, okay, like.
Yeah,
So,
to enter the show, you had to buy a drink.
yes.
So we're there.
We go inside and we walk in and it's like a stage. So it's like, normal little stage. And there's just like, what is it? Like a curtain.
A curtain.
Like a curtain on a string.
Now, this is when I knew something was just gonna be very weird about this show. So I don't think that the dancers were aware that we could see them behind the curtain on the side. And I literally saw this lady just snort a line of coke.
Oh shit! I didn't even know you saw that.
Yes.
Just in the broad daylight.
Just broad that. Mind you,
Bitch,
there's women
she
and
needs
kids
it.
coming in.
She needs it for
needed
what we're
it
about.
because what we're about to tell you next. So whatever. Then this girl comes out and she's dancing.
She's dancing, a nice little dance.
I'm like, okay.
We're like, okay.
You know, she's older.
Yeah, older.
So I'm just like, this is just a little weird.
Not a lot of choreography.
Then
not a
she
lot of
turns
steps.
around and she goes, and I'm like, I'm trying to look, and it's a fucking turtle.
It's a
I'm
turtle.
like, okay. Now what
Where
are you
did
gonna
she?
do with this?
Where
She's
did she get this
she's like
turtle?
petting it, putting
Yeah.
it on the floor so you
Floor.
can see that it's alive and
Yes.
walking.
Alive and walking.
And walking. Then all of a sudden, can you
She-
just please?
She pulls the skirt to the side, you know, and we're in the back row.
Yeah.
We knew right away going in.
Yeah.
We're like, we're not sitting in the front.
yeah, no.
We're in the back row, and she reaches down in between her legs and pulls out another one.
Another one from her vajay.
From her vagina, and she puts it on the floor, and then she pulls out one more. She had 3. She pulls out another one, and these little turtles are just walking.
And then she
walking
puts them back
along,
in.
and she puts them back in and goes, "Thank you," and leaves.
Then the next one comes out. She pulls out a whole bunch of razors.
Razors on a string. Razors on a
She
string.
took the razor, cut it, like,
Yes.
oh, this is a real razor.
Yes, we didn't even know what it was at first. We just saw a string connected with stuff because we were so far back. I'm like, what the fuck
This is
that?
when we left. We left because
Well, you forgot about the actual ping pong one though, where she took him out.
that's when we left.
That's when we left because
She
one
was
girl
taking
started taking him out
ping pongs and throwing them to the audience.
into the audience. We said, "Bitch, thank the Lord we were not in the
I'm
first
like,
row." This
I
one
think
guy
it's
was
time
like,
to go. Yeah. And mind you, at the same time, there was like 3 kids coming in with their parents because I don't think they understood
what
a
the
ping pong-
sexy ping pong show was.
So, yeah.
It was a moment. It was worth it to have the story while we were there. We weren't sure it was
So
worth
many
it,
laughs.
but it was good. Can we have a cheers to that? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I
Ooh, I'm almost done.
I completely forgot. We'll get you a refill, boo. Don't worry.
So yeah, that's our Thailand story.
So that's how we connected
Yes,
through
yes.
Thailand, and I knew we were going to be friends ever since.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're such good energy, by the way.
Thank
like for
you.
real, for
Thank
real.
you. Same.
Yeah. Oh, thank
Well,
you.
you could feel. I mean, it's very important just to be you, and then if people gravitate towards you, then they do.
Yeah,
If they
I know.
don't, then maybe you're just not
Maybe you're just not it. But
compatible. You know? Oh yeah.
Just not it.
In the industry, maybe you're just not it. Your
Right.
personality ain't rocking.
Right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I want to hit on some things that we were going to talk about during this little
Okay,
Kiki.
okay.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to go into a dark place right now. Let's talk about your greatest accomplishment. So you have published your first children's
book.
It is so cute. Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Oh, I should have brought it today. I should have brought you a
Oh,
copy.
Can we put like a picture or something maybe right here?
Maybe
Okay.
right here.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah, boom. Check it
For
out.
Boys Who Dance is available on Amazon.
It's so cute for boys
Yeah.
who dance. Okay, did you do the illustrations in that?
No, I didn't do the illustrations. I hired someone to do the illustrations. Shout out to Mr. Cartwright. And yeah, it was a moment for me because the fact that it started as an idea that was inspired by last year's, you
The
know,
news, yeah.
the news and how
Kinda made fun
you
of
know,
boys
they
who
made
dance.
they made fun of Prince Eric.
remember.
Prince from England,
Yeah,
somebody
that
Prince.
took ballet, right? As a
Yeah,
kid.
their child was taking ballet, and a news reporter was pretty much making fun
Yeah,
of him.
it
And
wasn't a
then
good
Travis Wall did this whole staging thing,
Yeah.
boys dance too.
Yeah.
And so I was very inspired by that. And so I created a 7-page poem book, basically just like
Yeah.
uplifting and
Yeah.
motivating the younger.
It is so cute, and I love
Thank
seeing
you.
that. Like you,
Yeah.
it's like something that when it popped up on my Instagram feed, I was like, brilliant. Like like
I-
for many reasons. For one, just for able to give kids like that book, like, hey, like, honey, like this is good because I got books like that growing up. Like whether it was about I don't
See,
know
did
anything
it.
random.
Not dance ones.
Not dance ones,
Okay.
but like I mean random stuff. Like I got a manners book. My mom was like, "Bitch, you need some manners." Like I got like random books like that. So I was like, that is the cutest thing
Yeah,
I've ever seen.
I think for me, I wanted to connect more with people that are not used to connecting with me because I'm in a different level, more
Right.
like professional celebrity
Right.
hip hop instructor. But me being like a published author now so when you ask me this question as far as like what's your biggest accomplishment, I didn't want to go back to a celebrity,
Right. Right.
because even though we're in the same realm and I'm just as great as you are, my accomplishment towards something that I did, not attached to somebody else, is what made me, give you the answer, which is my children.
And you're helping people too. You're helping kids, and that'll be something that I feel like they'll remember growing up, and they'll be able to look back at it and be like, oh my God, you're the dude who wrote this book.
And now I'm working on my second one.
I was going to ask. Okay, so you got a second one.
Second one coming soon. I'm just, during this quarantine stuff, just letting my mind creatively go where it needs to go. And
it's another children's book.
It's going to be another children's book, but this time it's not going to be poem based. It's actually going to have a story line to it.
So cute. Oh my God. Yeah. So if you have a child that dances, a boy, make sure you get this book. It's really cute.
On Amazon for boys who dance.
Amazon. I'm about to get one, even though I don't have a baby boy.
And it's cheap. It's only $12.99.
Oh yes.
All your orders from Uber Eats are more than that.
Especially during this time of quarantine.
Especially during this time. So hello.
Oh my God. Okay. So that leads me into my next thing I want to talk about. Importance of promotion.
Yes.
Speak on that. Because you are seriously always promoting your work, which is so
even now.
Awesome.
Even now, toodles, because you too.
Thanks.
You get it.
We honestly, we two big hustlers right here.
You get it. I think that sometimes people just get very comfortable. Even when they get with an agency, they just feel, and this is just my opinion, so I don't want you to take my experience for things that really do happen all the time. This is just from my way of seeing things. Dancers get with agencies and then they don't really push themselves out there. They just kind of wait
for the agency to do it all,
to call them. I think that as a dancer or choreographer, instructor, whatever you are, a brand is very important these days. As you can see, look what's behind me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Led by Nicole KIrkland herself. So, these are just examples to let you know that it is important and imperative to put yourself on a platform to promote your gift and what you have to offer, because everyone is different. You can offer something that somebody doesn't. So capitalize off of it and just promote yourself continuously so people can get who you are, your brand, and for those who don't know you, they can get to grow a certain connection with you.
I mean, and you've worked with so many people. I mean, literally, J-Lo, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Beyonce. It's like those four names are household names. And it's like you have created, and from that, you've created not from that. Because of you having such an iconic style, there is no one that dances or choreographs like Hollywood. There's nobody. But from promoting yourself, you've got to work with these amazing people.
Because of promoting myself.
And promoting yourself and being so unique.
Yes.
I know that Phil Wright just posted something yesterday about how, you can promote yourself also how all you want on Instagram, but if you bring something new to the table that hasn't been seen before, and I think you hit both of those. Oh, drop my pen. Okay. I think you've done both of those so well that it's like, dude.
Well, you know what? I was right in the middle of. First of all, I feel like the president. I feel important. I'm like,
you should. That's why we have you here.
I'm doing more than him. Sure. I'm talking to the people. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, I just feel like for me, I needed to be fearless within being okay in the continuation of just putting my stuff out there. And not being like, oh, well, they saw this before, or they might get tired of me. Not the same 4 to 5 people will visit your page, but there's new algorithms day by day. So
every day.
You never know. And I recently, thank you, Instagram, thank you, Universe, and pat on myself in the back for being one to promote myself continuously. I recently got a job from just promoting something that I promoted a year ago.
Wow.
And it didn't get that response a year ago, and I promoted it again, and then all of a sudden it got me a job.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that too about the algorithm thing. One day the same video will get 200,000, 300,000 views. The next day it's like 15. You're like, but it's just crazy. Well, wow, thank you for that. Promote yourself, people. If you got a talent,
have no shame in your game.
Yes.
This is how we get to know people. If we were not able to see these people visually, how do we know what they have to offer? I
love that. Love that. Actually, speaking of Instagram, this was a while ago. I don't remember exactly.
Sorry,
need to get
folks. I'm trying to get to the mic.
We might need a refill here soon. Actually, speaking of this, I saw on Instagram, I don't remember when this was. It was probably a few years ago. I think it was even before Thailand. But you had, I don't want to say a falling out or like something. I saw a post about Block.
Yes.
Some shit happened with that, right?
It was, I wouldn't say falling out because there was no argument.
Okay. It just sent you a
know.
nice little where no.
But there was more of a moment of clarity for me.
Yeah.
And a moment of being vulnerable and sharing with other dancers who put all their energy and they just give themselves completely up to these agencies.
Yeah.
And then...
And if you guys don't know what Block is like one of the highest agencies out here.
And let me tell you something. I appreciate Block for everything that they have done for me during the time that I was with them. Block has an amazing roster of choreographers. You know, unfortunately, we didn't meet eye to eye, so I was dropped via a letter. And I did, you know, at that time, but it was more of a surprise for me because I was booking.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing.
But I can tell you right now that the reason why this happened was because I was unwilling to give them a % of the jobs that they didn't provide.
That you booked on your own, right? That is one of the biggest things with agencies and dancers is I hear it from everybody. It's like, especially in the new age of Instagram, we book so many jobs on our own. It's hard. Like, it's hard to give that percentage up. And,
read the fine print.
Yeah. Yes. No, for real.
Because I'm over here arguing, and they're like, well,
they're like, in the print, it says every dance job you book has to go through us.
I learned.
I think it's hard because I don't know.
You know what?
I see both sides because it's like they're going to protect you if something goes south and they don't pay you. They can be the ones that go in there legally and be like, no, pay my client. But at the same time, it's like, I'm the one that's fucking putting this shit out, bro.
I'm the one that's, again, they have not just them, but agencies, period, have a roster of people that they have to take care of.
Yeah.
And so when you're not one of these people it's very important to stay in touch with your clients. But if you're not one of these people that are constantly under them or constantly scratching someone's back, sometimes you do become that person that's in the back burner.
Yeah.
Again, there's nothing wrong with communicating with your agents because this is what you need to do. You need to establish a relationship so then they can feel inclined to want to send you out.
Yeah.
However, there still needs to be that other side where you need to keep your integrity and understand that they work for you. And it's just about just getting educated. After I got dropped, I got so educated with the business side of things where I understood not to then take things personal because I understood that it was a business. Yeah. And I'm just
I'm sure you've had to make business decisions too sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know for me, I literally spent a year and a half, 2 years representing myself to then get signed with another agency and then they dropped me too.
What?
Yeah, and so I'm just gonna be very.
Whoa!
Now, if you know me, you know that I'm a businessman, and you know I'm about.
I'm
about my brand and putting things out. This instance, I know for me I was as shocked.
Yeah. Holy shit!
Because it literally came out of nowhere. I know for me, before they let me go through an email.
Yeah.
And I know that before this, I was very active and like. You know, going in and having meetings like, hey, what can I work on? What do you think?
Right.
And then they told me what I could work on, and then I came back and worked on it. Still booking for the Bangtan Boys.
Yeah.
The world's famous K-pop.
Yeah.
I did Nicki Minaj. I did Nicki Minaj at that time. This is when I did Sierra. I did Diddy.
Was it like the same thing, you think?
No, it wasn't.
It was something different. Okay.
But do you want to know the tea?
I mean, yeah, that's why we're here.
This is why we're here. Yeah. Again, let me tell you, anything that I say from my mouth is my experience.
Yeah.
If anyone takes offense to my truth, that there is nothing that I can do.
Yeah.
I am not here to also bash anyone, which is why I haven't said any names. I just said I was signed to an agency. Whether you want to go and do your research, that's on you. But when I was dropped, I really couldn't understand why because I was being very active and like, again, hey, I got my resume, got,
bringing
all
them
my
cookies
stuff.
on the holidays.
Everything is, doing my thing, bringing you jobs in as well.
Exactly.
And apparently they had a meeting. For those of you who don't know, at the end of the year, agencies have a meeting to see who is valuable in their roster, on their roster.
Yeah.
And so they either let people go or sign people in after they let people go.
Don't tell me they said that you were one of those.
Okay, so they had a meeting, and everything that I'm saying, you would find out how I found out.
Okay.
So they had a meeting, and apparently one of my agents that I thought I was cool with, that I would give my 10%, 15% of the jobs that I found, suggested that I got let go.
What?
But
when
check,
you're bringing people
check,
money?
but check this in. Check this out. Little did they know that the person that suggested me to be let go was secretly planning their own agency.
Oh.
So everybody that they suggested,
he, who, she,
he, who, dog. Everyone that they suggested to be let go of, they secretly had a hidden agenda to
take
these people into
and
their.
they didn't let you know.
No, so this is how I knew. So,
Okay.
I'm an empath, so I'm very intuitive, and I'm about energies. Sometimes, as crazy as it sounds, I can see
The
colors.
auras, yeah.
Exactly. So I went to a meeting with this person because I'm like, I just wanted to understand.
Like what happened?
What happened? They're like, no, don't worry. It wasn't you. Don't worry. It just wasn't you.
Yeah.
But, I'm starting an agency. If you want to be with me.
And you're like,
ding. No, it wasn't ding.
Oh.
Because my heart is so big and so, I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
no, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
They let you go too?
Yeah.
How dare they?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm seeing.
Okay,
I'm
so
seeing
a
it
year
unravel.
passes by. Mind you, before that year passes by, something in my gut told me something's not right.
Yeah.
I don't end up signing with the person because my spirit
said that something
said
ain't
something
right
is
here.
not right. So I say, okay, yeah, let me have some time to think about it.
Yeah.
Eventually, I said no.
Yeah.
But a year later, I get a job with a big artist at that time. Ice Me Out is out. Cash Doll.
Yeah.
Ice Me Out.
Ice me out.
Okay, Ice Me Out. Shout out to Cash. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call the agency that dropped me to ask for dancers.
Yes.
Number one, because I'm not petty, but to tell you that I have survived.
I have survived
The
and
trickery,
thrived.
right?
Yeah,
I've survived and I have kept my composure and I
Yeah.
didn't put a post up. I didn't say anything. I kept it on the hush.
Yeah.
Even after having them make me hashtag that we're family. With every gig, you have to hashtag that you're fam. But anyway, that's besides the point. I just felt like they didn't take the initiative to treat me like fam when I asked them through email, why did you drop me? They literally didn't even answer me. Didn't even answer me. So anyway, when I called them and said, hey, this is Hollywood. I'm looking for dancers for Cash Doll. Can you send me your top 10 girls? They're like, okay, yeah, we're going to send you an email. Look out for it. This email comes, and then they finally admit, hey, this happened because of this person, and this is how it broke down.
Wow.
We would love to have a conversation with you to come back, la, la, la. So, yeah, there goes the industry. There's the good, if you have good agents, hold on to them. If you have good managers, hold on to them.
Yes.
Shout out to even the agencies now. Shout out to all the agencies because you do provide for these dancers the opportunity and, just that platform for them to get hired on a job.
Yeah.
But also, there are some people that don't have your best interest. So it's kind of like it was a slap in the face twice.
Twice?
Yeah. douche. But one thing about me is that I keep persevering.
Yeah, you do. Well, I would have never.
Yeah.
I would have never. First of all, I never would have guessed the first one if you didn't post it on Instagram.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only reason why I knew. And then a second time,
Yeah.
guys, it goes to show that yes, some people do thrive off of agencies, but some people don't need it either.
No, I've done very well for myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I recently, maybe like a month ago, got signed to a new agency, and I absolutely trust and
love that.
the person that I'm working with now. So I know that I'm in good hands.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Beautiful. Okay, so I want to talk about something. I don't mean to bring the energy down or anything, but I know that you lost your mom.
Yes.
And I have seen the pain, through talking to you, through your posts. I know that it is such. I don't even know what to say. I know it's been a hard time for you, and it's been an obstacle for you trying to work and stuff with having that on. Yeah.
It has been.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to pass out right now.
Oh.
No, but this is why is at least it's time for me, the quarantine time.
Yeah.
Like how we're off, we're not really doing anything. It really has been so beneficial for me and my mental health because I finally could take a break to just relax. Because for the longest time, for the last 4 years, I've been overworking myself, being busy to
compensate for
the trauma.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't really get enough time to heal. Now I'm healing.
Yeah.
But the last 3 years, I literally was just like, okay, I'll accept anything, any job. This is
Just
why.
keep plugging in the hole.
And if you know me,
jobs.
I'm literally out the country 95% of the fucking year. So it was a slap in the face because this is how I make my money.
Right.
So it taught me, bitch, you better save.
I think that's a lesson for the entire world.
Yeah, which I have been, luckily. But I noticed that I kept myself busy because I was trying to run away from mourning, and
that is not some mourning you want to deal with.
And and it's not. And I remember it hit. I remember what was it? I forgot. I got a gig, and I don't know why. When my mom has been passed, she passed away 4 years ago. I wanted to call her, and that's when it kind of hit me. I'm like, wait, but you can't. And that's when it like hit me, like, oh my God. Like, my mom's not here. Then that's when it really hit me. And I was just like, wow, I just can't. I can't even. The feeling is so undescribable that I would not. Basically, my fear came true. Because I was very fearful of losing my best friend, which was my mother. No, don't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like,
No, let me tell you. I'm able to talk about it now. And you know what's weird? It's weird that we're talking about this because yesterday, I was up at 3, 4 in the morning, and I swear to God, I smelled her perfume. But her perfume is discontinued. So I'm like...
She came to you in your dreams?
Yeah, I was awake.
Oh,
because I was in my mind like, girl, like...
Yeah.
You haven't given me no signs. Like,
hello.
Like, hello. Like, quarantine. I'm going through it. Like, and you... Aww. And then all of a sudden, I was just like laying down and And then I'm like, that smells like New West.
Yeah.
And I'm like
you're like,
I'm like, it ain't me. It just smell like wine.
Right.
And so it has been very difficult for me, but luckily I have beautiful friends and I'm able to speak about it. And with every time that I speak about it, I feel her presence even more because my personality is hers. Yeah. Like just me, period. Yeah. So I know that she lives within me. If I would have had maybe 3 more cups, I would have been sobbing.
Well, good. Pour some.
No. So this is why these times, like now that we're still and not doing anything. Yeah. I get text messages all the time like, hey, are you good? I'm like, no, I'm actually doing fine. Like it's starting to get me now because I'm so used to doing something, getting out the house, traveling, going doing it. I got my schedule. I was thinking I'm on set till December, and now
now
really
I don't know when I'm on set. Yeah.
But it also let me see that I was compensating. Yeah. Busy with trauma.
Yes. So. Well, I'm so glad that you have recognized this and you're dealing with it and you're coming out better. Geez, I honestly I feel like I sound stupid because I can't like relate. So I'm just like, I'm just happy for you.
Thank you, babe. It's not easy.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine. But okay, let's switch the subject into something a little lighter for those of you. Everyone go hug your mother right now, for real. Go hug your mom.
Better hug your
or your dad,
this is why
grandma.
I can't stand that bad baby girl. Oh. The way she treated her mother, I'm like,
I feel like that was kind of planned, though. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that was just for promotion. I don't think but it's teaching other kids that you can teach. Yeah, I feel it. All right, bitch. How was it working with Rihanna? I gotta know.
It was good.
We all gotta know.
It was so chill. I remember being so nervous. The first time that I worked with her,
I'd be nervous too.
Was for the Rude Boy video. I was the only dancer. Come on, Rude Boy, boy. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're about to come on set. Like, oh my God, it's Rihanna.
Here she comes.
This is like my first direct booking. Shout out to Tanisha Scott.
Yes.
I appreciate you. This is when I first moved to LA. I'm like, bitch, I made it.
Yeah.
I did it. But that was still the beginning of everything.
Yeah.
And she was very welcoming, warm, at least for on set that day. No, because I came back again.
Oh, you came back again.
No,
and it wasn't like that.
No, it was.
Oh, okay.
Meaning because everyone has different experiences.
Everyone has different days
too. I didn't get to experience her.
Yeah. Well, and you never know what the fucking artist is going through. They could have just looked on Instagram and been like, some shit could have pissed them the fuck off. Yeah.
So, but then I came back. Again, shout out to Tanisha Scott to do assistant choreography for the Last Girl on Earth tour.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
then that's when I was able to be in the rehearsals.
Kind of be there with her more.
And then this was with Tanisha Scott. And then Hi-Hat had brought me in to do her auditions for the Diamond Tour.
I remember that because I auditioned for that.
Oh, did you?
Of course. I got called back, but I got cut.
Wow, that's so funny.
Yeah.
And very chill, very welcoming.
Yeah.
You don't feel, and no offense to any other artists that I've worked with, but you don't feel like you have to be on your eggshells. Like, oh my God, if I say something.
Do not look at her in the eyes for more than 5 seconds.
Do not look at them
Don't
in
do
the
this.
eyes.
Right.
It has happened.
That is a real one. Yes. Artists are fucking crazy. I mean, not all of them, but it's just the stories.
The ones that are not held accountable,
yeah,
I feel, are the ones that get a bad reputation. The ones that don't have yes men around them are the ones that are more relatable.
Yes men. Oh my God.
You look great. You look good.
They look fucking crazy.
Dude, woo!
Yeah.
Actually, she didn't do it right.
No, she didn't do it right.
But then as a
She looks
choreographer, if you say
if
that,
you say no, they can be like, "Oh, really, bitch?
yeah,
Goodbye."
and exactly.
That's scary.
Which happens all the time because a lot of artists want their ego stroked.
But I feel like a choreographer is different. Like you're hired for a job, just come to your job, be positive, blah blah. But it's the people. It's when they have the people around them that are supposed to be their go-to people, just saying yes. Like,
your cousin.
Yeah.
Your cousin that has no experience with the arts or have a trained eye cannot tell me
what
you.
Don't even get me started. I've had social media people tell me what the fuck is good and what's not. And I'm like, honey.
A dog does not tell a lion what to do.
Ooh!
Okay? Drop some bombs!
God.
A pigeon doesn't tell an eagle how to fly. Drop the bomb.
Please, we have to.
Don't tell a cruise ship what to do.
Exactly. That is a flyer. We're making a flyer with that quote underneath, bitch. Holy shit.
Da, 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 da.
I didn't even know how to react to that. I was like, that was great. Okay, I want to hit on one more thing before we get into this game, which I'm super excited about. Okay, so studios paying teachers chump change. The studios out here, and this is not just putting a blanket over all the studios, but it is talking about an issue that happens out here. You know, you guys all see these viral dance videos. Let's talk a little bit about what the payment process looks like.
Well, everyone is different. I know that if you have some sort of seniority, you get paid maybe like $5 more. But to me, there is a huge problem in it being under a certain amount.
Yeah.
Because we're literally, and then this is why then maybe things will be taken more serious as far as like allowing certain teachers to teach, because then it wouldn't be so saturated. Because there's people that are teaching you, right? Their stylization, but they're not really teaching you how to book the job per se. And then they're in the same room auditioning with you.
Right.
Then it's like, okay, not to say that you can't learn from people, because you can.
Yes.
But again, to go back to pricing, I feel that if it was more of a monetary thing where it's like, if we're going to give this amount to the teachers, we need teachers with credibility.
Right. A minimum. You heard
a
the saying?
minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just don't think that $50 per
Oh,
class
hell no.
with a $4 per head with the thousands of dollars that
you
y'all
bring
make,
in. Yeah.
it's like, I
when
think
there's a line out the door.
and maybe someone after this, after they see the interview, can maybe school me, because I'm just still so confused as to why, even if like I've been teaching for 13, 14 years and now have the resume that I have, why am I getting paid the same as a sub?
Yeah.
That to me does not make any sense. Any sense at all.
I feel you.
And
I just want to say, quick note, I've worked at Playground now for 2.5, 3 years. My personal experience with them has been great, so I'm not not
and
including them in this for me. But I do know that this is an issue at some other studios. But I do also know, I've heard that some teachers go in there and they demand a minimum rate.
Really?
I heard a story that someone got paid a certain amount from a check from a studio, and they called that person, was like, "Hi, this is not the rate that I teach for. I can't teach for less than this amount."
Wow, it must have been for a masterclass, huh?
I don't know.
Girl, this is tea time. What
tea
the
time. I don't know. The thing is I don't know if they're a normal teacher there or if they teach once in a while. But I will say it's like an OG person that will not accept.
Now, one thing that I do have a problem with is the fact that, I shouldn't have a problem with something that I'm not willing to fix. Let me just say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But maybe bring some more light. Maybe there needs to be some sort of a teachers association.
First of all, I want to say Dancers Alliance, I think, needs to broaden their thing and start covering other shit as well.
Yeah.
I know it's such a huge issue with like rights with dancers and backup dancers like that, but I think there's for teachers, especially with the age of social media, I feel like Dancers Alliance, there's some stuff there to cover,
Absolutely.
like I don't know. I feel like there's something there. I feel like we need to adapt. I'm saying we, like I'm a part of it, so you guys could be looking at me like, bitch, shut the fuck up. But I do think that there's like more stuff to cover nowadays with Dancers Alliance covering some kind of minimum rate. If you're a sub, maybe you start off as this.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I feel that.
Or some sort of like protocol. Like,
yeah.
A doctor doesn't go straight into that medical field
right.
without passing their exams.
Dude.
A firefighter doesn't put out fires without first going through the board exam. I just don't. And I get that we're a different avenue, but at what cost do we take a certain responsibility where it's like, okay, well.
I always talk about this too. I'm like, bro, as teachers and dancers, like some of these teachers can only travel to make money.
Yeah.
That's fucking sad. Yeah. Like you're telling me that I have to go to China for a month to make money when I live here in LA and can't make the same class to teach. And I don't mean this anyway, but like dancers that are out here for their work, how am I not making the same kind of money for dancers that are out here actually, sometimes we travel, people just want to be in the room with you, they just want to have a good class, they're not trying to be a dancer, but then we come to LA where 90% of the people in that class want to be a professional dancer and we're not getting the same, and it doesn't even need to be the same, like obviously we're traveling across the world, let's get paid more, but like, come on, like
I just think that it should be, I think that it should be more than $75.
No, I agree. I completely agree.
That's just what I think.
Yeah.
And again, shout out to all the studios
that are doing
what they're supposed to do. I am not bashing what your income for teachers should be.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is giving a suggestion, and maybe because I do have conversations with teachers that are not willing to have a voice, why not? Hey, if you want to hate me or not, let me teach at your studio, because I'm saying it's not that I'm not going to accept it, because I still have to work.
Yeah. But
at what point am I going to be compensated for the actual greatness that I have?
Maybe it's some personal responsibility though too. To when we talk to certain places that want us to sub or teach a class, it's like, okay, I can
shout out to KM, because Creative Minds Academy, they gave me what I had,
Oh, good.
Yeah, shout out to KM.
Yeah,
and also shout out to all the studios.
Yeah.
It's not about being this studio. It's just overall teachers.
Yeah.
We are literally in charge of molding the next generation of dancers. So it's like, even if we're doing routines consistently, we're still helping the next generation of dancers find themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't think that for someone that has more than 10 years of experience, that $50 a class,
you should be getting paid the same amount of someone who just started. Yeah. Woo!
Well, shout out to y'all, though.
Shout out to y'all, and thank you for giving us the platform to be able to, travel.
Yeah,
and do all this stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you. Because if I wouldn't be teaching at these studios that people attach my greatness to, then I wouldn't be going anywhere.
Yes. Holy shit, Hollywood. That was such a good interview we had last.
Are we done?
We're done with the talking part. We about to get into some games.
I want to keep talking.
Oh, we about to play a game, boo. It's about to be real fun because I can tell that the alcohol hitting us a little bit. All right, we're going to take a quick little cut and get this game ready. We did a little vote yesterday. I did a vote on my Instagram, and you guys voted to play Truth or Drink with Hollywood. This is the first time we played this game on the show, so I'm excited.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So basically, the rules are, this is how I play at least. We're going to tell each other a question. Yes, I'm going to state a question that I have for you, and then you can either tell the answer, the honest answer, or you're going to shut up and drink.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay.
We're going to get fucked up.
I think I did it wrong, but okay. we go.
Okay, we're going to try it. Okay, so this is my first question to you. Who are you dating? Right away.
Oh my God.
Question number 1. You going to spill it or you going to drink?
Can I give an explanation of why I don't want to spill it?
Yeah, sure, you got to drink though.
Well, first of all, and it's just still too new.
Okay, still too new.
Yeah.
Don't want to put it out there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I respect that.
He's a great person, though.
Yes, great people. Okay, your turn. Please take it. Oh God, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Is it true that you were dating a Pussycat Doll member?
What?
Mm-hmm. The dancer community talks.
I was dating a Pussycat Doll member?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, I should live in that. I wish. Wait, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
Listen.
I love this. This has come completely out of nowhere.
Truth or drink?
Okay, no, I am not. But please tell me, who was I apparently dating? What the fuck?
What's that girl with the blonde hair? The one that does her hair, the long.
I haven't even met her before.
And look at the industry.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
We should cut this part out and just let that fucking.
Listen, no,
That is hilarious, but no. I have never been more shocked by a rumor than this. Okay, well, no, I'm not. So drink that one.
Listen.
All right, next one. This is so dramatic. Who is your biggest enemy in the dance industry? Enemy is such a...
Oh, wow, that's a strong word.
That's a strong
If you know
word.
me, you know that I get along energy-wise with people that get along with me.
Yeah.
If anyone has a problem with me that I don't know about, good luck to you. I fucking know.
He ain't got no enemies. The word enemy, I could have come up with a better word than enemy, but you know.
Because I'm from New York. We get to it. All right? Don't get... Jose, my first name, not Hollywood, so don't get it fucked up.
Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, but no enemies
No
over
enemies.
here. If I've
Friend
had any
unexpected.
enemies, I would want to look within and see why I'm giving
know.
my energy to somebody. Like,
Yes.
either we're gonna
speak on
fight
it.
or what. This is how we settle it in the
You
hood.
gonna drink anyways. Thanks for answering the question. All right, next.
I heard. Is it true that you fired a dancer on set the day of the video,
The day of the video?
or you replaced them? Something happened.
No, I don't think so. I've yelled at people. Choke there. We've all yelled at people, but I don't think I've actually replaced anybody. No, I don't think so. I think I've replaced sections, you know, like where they're like fucking up and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
go to
like-
the back. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, you have to. It's your name.
Responsibility, people.
I just want to say a quick note that dancers, we're looking out for our jobs as well. You know?
Yes.
Like, we got to look out for
Like,
our
don't
shit.
take it
and if
personal.
don't take it personal. I mean, take it personal as in, like, you ain't fucking it up. But don't take it personal with me. Like, bitch, I'm trying to get rehired. You feel
Okay.
me? So, yeah,
And
no.
to then hire you.
Right,
So you
exactly.
do it right.
Exactly. So do it right. And if you're not, go in the back. All right. Okay, my turn. Who is the worst artist you've worked for?
Oh my God.
Drink or
Let
truth?
me tell you
Truth
something.
or drink?
There was this. There was an artist that I worked with when I was first started coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And the person kept counting till 10.
And then they wanted
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm like, no, you hold on 8.
But that doesn't even make sense as an
It
artist
just
because they have
doesn't.
bars.
But the thing is that they were very well known in Russia. And so it was like kind of like
Maybe it was a...
someone that was very up there. But
Yeah.
this is what I mean when we spoke about having yes men.
Yes. Did they speak
And
English?
I think no, they spoke English. So I knew that there was not a barrier as far as communication.
Yeah.
I just feel like some artists have very big egos, and if you don't stroke it, if I can't tell you that we don't count,
we don't
till
count to 10, honey.
but I do count to 10 when you're getting on my nerves. Okay, so
You have to count to 10 before you piss me the fuck off.
Oh, God.
That is funny. I've never heard that before. That doesn't even make sense because artists count in bars. They count to 4, which is 8 double time.
It was one of these people.
How does 10 make sense?
Some artists that are artists.
I almost grabbed a candle to drink, by the way.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
Some artists just have a lot of money.
Yeah, so they
And
just.
so they're an artist because they have millions.
I feel that.
Hey, Merlot.
I would just love to see how you finesse that. You're just like, sure, we'll fucking count to 10. Here we go.
No, the fuck
7,
I didn't.
8,
I'm like,
9,
no,
10, 1.
I was trying to explain to them at first, but when I did see.
You saw the eye roll or the.
I just.
The purse lips.
Energy. Like if I feel, I'm like, oh damn.
Off. You're like, damn. I just have to keep counting. 10
Let me just do this and not take it personal because it's I'm them.
Oh, I feel that. All right, 2 more questions for you.
It's my turn.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're right.
I heard you can't rehearse under a certain temperature.
Where the fuck? You're making these up now.
I told you. I needed some questions. I told you I was making them up.
Oh my God. No, not true. Not that bougie.
You know what's funny? I've worked with someone like that, which
really?
is why
That's why you asked it.
Mm-hmm.
What do they say? They
need it the
72.
temperature to be under a certain degree.
They're like, bitch, I can't work under these conditions. I love that.
It was funny though.
Now that is a way to command the room.
Oh, but for you to command that, you have to have a certain amount of like fucking history behind it.
Can't be me.
Like, bitch, we just really getting started. Even though we in the industry, we
can't come in and be like 72. Can't be over that.
Be like,
no. Oh my God. Okay. 2 more. Have you had a one-night stand with anyone in the industry, and if so, who?
A one-night stand? No, I actually don't date dancers.
Love it.
There was this one person that I attempted to date, and the person's like my sister now. In the LGBT community, sister meaning like we're it's
like,
not gonna work. Shout out to Mikey Pasante, bitch.
Hey,
Hey, Mikey! Yeah,
I love him.
Yeah. No, I love Mikey. He reminds me of the sun. Like he's just so bright.
Yes, and that hair is
just
bright
like
too.
Hello. So yeah, no, I don't date dancers. I don't. Only because I'm very particular and protective, and I feel that I am not where I want to be internally. It works though because I've seen hello Will, Aaliyah, like I know so many of my friends, CJ, like they are in committed relationships, and it works for them. It's not.
Well, there's positive and negative.
It's not saying that don't go and date a dancer.
Right.
Just for me,
for you personally,
I'd rather not date a dancer.
Separate church and state.
Yeah.
Shout out Kira for that quote. Yes. Okay, that actually goes to my next question, but you can go next, and then I'll speak my last one.
This one is kind of stupid.
Okay, just make a new one.
Everyone in your crew is part of the LGBT.
No. Christina's butt tightened when she said no.
She liked them hot dogs, not the buns.
There's a few though. Maybe you guys should guess in the comments.
You guys are all beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Very beautiful crew.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, some of them are. Shout out the ones that are, but I'm not even going to say it because that's not my tea to spill. They can go.
Hello.
You guys should guess which ones, though. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Leave a comment on who you want to see next. Leave a comment on what you think of this beautiful person right here. And also, last episode, we are now streaming all of this on all the podcast networks. Yes, so you can hear this on audio on any streaming network.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I'm so happy.
Are you sharing me?
You know? Consistency, y'all.
Gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yes. So, again, if you're listening to this on audio, the visual will be out on Friday on my YouTube. And I think that's everything. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.